Everyone, today we're gonna be making a pot roast or chuck roast. So I already got this preheating. Get this a little warmer. For my chuck roast, all I'm gonna do pretty much is gonna be, got some chuck roast right here. Gonna use some celery, some carrots. Probably use all three of these carrots right here. And let's see what else. I was gonna throw potato in there, but I think I'm just gonna make a mashed potato instead. So then it'll be like a bed for the pot roast. And since I got plenty of celery, I'm gonna hook it up with celery. Some onion, some garlic. And I got a bit of tomato, so I'm gonna just throw that in there too. Let's grab an onion. So those are gonna be our main ingredients right there. We have our onion. So once I feel that that's warm enough, we'll get that going. Go ahead and wash out these celery sticks. Ooh. Yeah, so you're probably watching this on whatever day of the week this came out or whenever, but this is what I like doing on Sundays. Something low and slow, something that I just cook for a little bit and ignore it for a long time. Soups, braises. My favorite thing to do on Sundays because I don't have to worry about it. What I'm gonna end up doing is just searing the meat first in here, then chopping up all the veggies, probably deglazing it with some wine, and I'm throwing it in the oven for at 350. So yeah, that's throwing some time. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and peel those carrots. First carrot peeled. If I had more carrots, I'd throw more carrots in there, but it's what I got, so I'm okay with that. Used a lot for that chicken noodle soup I made the other day. If you're interested in that, check that video out. Okay, let's give these a quick rinse. I'll leave these here for now, because I'm probably gonna prep the onion first before anything. Let's see. Is it hot enough? I'll probably be ready in just a second. Get my chef's knife out. Got my onion. All right, let's throw some oil in here and see how this is coming along. Just a little glug of, oh yeah, that's ready. Don't want the oil to burn, so it's going directly in there. Turning that down. Turn on the fan. So you're gonna turn it off real quick because I don't want anything to burn. Don't want it to burn, so I'm moving it around. I'm gonna just let it get a sear on each side. Meanwhile, let's cut up this onion. Yeah, I'm gonna probably use this whole onion. Okay. Okay, let's get all this out of the way. Cut off this part. Okay, now I hear the sizzle. It's calming down a little bit. That's my cue to turn the heat back up. So cooking, you always want to use your whole 5 senses. I know people have talked about you just develop intuition when you're cooking. Essentially, intuition is pretty much you get good at using your 5 senses. One could argue that that's being mindful. You're being present, seeing what's going on. See, it's already got a nice sear on there. I'll let it sear just a little bit more, but hey, if you guys are into all that mindfulness stuff, which I am, I recommend this is a good time to practice that. And how you want to go is essentially what mindfulness is just active and deliberate, you know, paying attention to the present moment. So what does that mean? Because me, I'm all about things that can be defined and that you can see, that can be observed and confirmed by other people. So how I would go about it is use your 5 senses. So taste, touch, well, taste will be at the end. Touch, you know, feel how this onion feels, the little ribs. Smell, look, sound, am I missing any? Taste, touch, sight, sound. Taste, touch, sight, sound. Oh, and smell, of course. That smells great. So yeah, practice being a little mindful while you're cooking. Make you appreciate the little things in life, you know. Right here, I love the sound of this sizzling. Oh, look at that. Let's turn it on inside now. That's what we're looking for. Love the sound of it sizzling. Love the smell. How heavy the meat was when I picked it up. Shoot, maybe, I guess I might start teaching a little bit about mindfulness on this channel. I don't see why not. Ah, that's plenty of onion right there. Oh, let me pull out some tomato paste and make like a little sauce slash broth, because I don't got any beef stock. So what I'm gonna do to create some flavor, of course this stuff always works really well, the Nor bouillon. Use that, and yeah, I'll probably use that much of the. So this right here is some frozen tomato paste. You know, if I open up a can and I don't use it all, I store it in the freezer. Good way to use it. And I make it a little flat so then I can break off pieces in chunks like that. So, and then next thing I would do is add some really hot water onto it. It's gonna be pretty much the braising liquid for my, what's it called, chuck roast. And I'll probably also add some wine. So, oh, and the meat I already had seasoned it. I always season my meat before, like vacuum sealing it. So throwing that much. This will be pretty much my substitute for some beef stock. Flavorful. So I'm just mixing it that way the paste dissolves. Liquefies. And there you go. That's gonna be the sauce that I use for this. Okay, let's check to see on that side. We want to get a sear on all sides. There you go. So let's turn it on this side. Okay. Cut up our tomato. Cut off this little stem part. And yeah, I want the tomato just to kind of melt in, so I'm gonna dice it. It's gonna end up melting because it's gonna be cooking in the oven for maybe what, 3 hours, maybe more. Just really depends. I'm not cutting it all the way through because it helps keeps it together. Then I'm gonna dice. Once I get to here, okay, so these parts still need to be chopped up a little bit more finely. Put those together. Wow, I'm so glad I'm making this today. It's gonna be great. Then I'll cut up the garlic. I will do the garlic after because once I put that in there, we're gonna be good. Then I'm gonna need a landing spot for my meat because I'm gonna pull that out really quickly while I, you know, cook those vegetables down really fast. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna throw all the veggies in there. So I gotta get cutting. So that already has a little sear on that side. Now let me get on that side. Okay, let's do this. Oh, you know what? So that we got the onion. Probably not enough room for the tomato. Tomato. A little bit of a mess, that's fine. I'll clean that up in a second. Roughly chop up these carrots. Doesn't need to be anything perfect because it's all gonna get cooked down. Let me just cut off these ends. There we go. Doesn't matter. They're gonna all get tossed in there at the same time right now. Then I'm gonna deglaze the bottom of this pan. Oh, perfect. It's starting to fall apart right here. So maybe I'll be able to get an extra sear on another side. Oh. So check that out. I'm just gonna give it a cut right there. Okay, cool. So now I can get another sear on that side. All right, now for the celery. I'm gonna consider maybe not using all the celery. Let's start with this much, and if I decide I want to use all of it, then I will. I'm just gonna cut off the ends. They're a little woody. Oh, this one right here. Yeah, I might use a little bit more, but we'll see. And there we have our veg. Yeah, I'm gonna cut up another 2 or 3 stalks. We got room. Cut off those ends. Cool. Okay. This meat should have been braised by now. I'm gonna pull this out for a little bit, and then I'm gonna throw the onions in there. I'm gonna deglaze the bottom of the pan with some wine. Throw in the rest of these veggies too. Let that cook down for a little bit. I'm probably gonna still need this knife. Gonna add some salt. Yeah, Mexican MSG right here. And a little bit of salt. A little bit of garlic powder. I'm all out from right there, so I have some right here. Garlic powder gives a different flavor compared to actual garlic. So when you deglaze your pan, you want to make sure you scrub those little bits at the bottom. I'm using a wooden spoon. So I'm gonna let this cook out the alcohol really quickly for a few minutes. Let everything sweat out. And then I'm gonna cut this. Then I'm gonna make a little spot for the garlic. And after we do that, we're gonna go ahead and put in the tomato paste or sauce or broth, whatever we want to call that mixture. The flavoring liquid, pretty much. Okay, so for my garlic, how I like peeling them is I cut off the top and the bottom, and it makes it a lot easier to peel. It's not perfect, but you know, for me it works. Then I'm just gonna smash this garlic, give it like a little rough chop. So I don't need to be gentle with it, but you want to make sure you get the garlic peels off, because you don't want that in your food. Cool. Smash a few garlic at a time. We got some garlic jump right here. Okay, there we have our garlic. Give it a little quick rough chop. And we are good. Okay, what we're gonna do now is mix this up real quickly. Actually, the hottest part is over here on this side. make a little area, a landing spot for my garlic. And I'm gonna let that get. Use my 5 senses again. Once I start smelling that garlic, it's time for me to add that sauce and mix in the garlic with all the rest of the veggies. Let me make sure I'm recording too, because I tend to be, oh, I am. Red light's on, so we're good. Ooh, smells great. Okay, I smell that garlic in there now. Go ahead and mix it in. Add this broth back in there. Add the rest of this paste. Don't worry, it's not gonna taste like tomato, but the tomato does help give it like a nice umami flavor. Then we get the meat back in there, nestle it in there. Boom. There we have it. Our pot roast. So, meanwhile, I'm gonna try to let this simmer for a bit while I get the oven going. So let's turn this up. 350 for about 3 hours. Move this stuff out of the way. Actually, I'll leave this down here. Cool. And yeah, we'll put that in there just in a second once it's preheated and leave it in there for 3 hours. So yeah, that's all the prep work you really need to do for this. I do recommend you making a, what's it called? Mashed potatoes for it, which is super easy. Use the Instant Pot like I did on my video. Check that out if you like. I'm gonna crack some black pepper in here. I like a lot of black pepper, so. And what I'll do during like the last 20-30 minutes, I'll probably uncover it so then it can develop some color on top when it's in there. And it's gonna be super tasty. I can't wait. And there we have it. Now just cleaning up. And yeah. So probably the next time you'll see me is pulling it out, because I don't feel like filming again for just so it can get up to temperature and then put in there. Actually, you know what? I could probably just throw it in now. It's gonna be in there for a while, so it's not like it's gonna make that huge of a difference. It'll take a while for it to come up to temperature, but it'll still do its job. Ooh. There we go. All right, guys. See you in about 3 hours. All right, everybody. The pot roast has been there for over 3 hours already at 350 degrees. It's ready to eat. So let's pull it out of the oven. And it's already been cooling. I've been just letting it chill for like about an hour. Ooh. Let's see, does it need to be reheated? Nope, it's warm enough. So what I'm gonna do is get some tongs. Look at that. This is gonna be juicy, so much flavor. Then just put this over a bed of mashed potatoes and gravy, and you're gonna be set. So I already have the mashed potatoes right there. Actually, no gravy today, but let's try this. So get some mashed, plenty of mash, because it's gonna be really good. Gonna make a well right in the middle. Get some more. Boom. And let's try this. It's just falling apart. Look at that. Oh, so easy to make. You just set it and you forget it. All right, let's give this a try. Then I'm gonna go eat. Give me a fork. Mmm. So good. Very comforting meal. Just what you need on a Sunday afternoon. The best parts are the fatty bits. Such a good meal. Let's say how you could improve on this is add the vegetables like during the last hour or last 30 minutes. That way they're not super mushy. But personally, I kind of like it like this, so I'll take it. All right, guys, that's how you make some pot roast. Enjoy your guys' day. Take care.